Hey, it's Lid Shaw with Recording Studio Rockstars. I'm here at Summer NAMM 2017, and I just stumbled across this booth, ZYLIA.
ZYLIA.
All right.
Yes.
And tell me your name and who we are here.
I'm Mark Allen Barnett. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. This is ZYLIA, which is a self-contained recording system. It's 19 condenser mics, basically built around acoustic and recording, where you can record live.
All right, well, let's back up so people can really see it.
Yeah.
So it's this strange looking cool ball space age thing that just landed on the planet.
That's exactly what, 2 years ago it landed from Poland.
Yeah, you remember those the movies where like the strange alien orb and the guy goes and touches it with a stick and then it takes over?
That's exactly what it is. Well, this comes out in great sound. It's a great representation. We've been here at NAMM actually recording, and it actually has great separation even with everything going on.
Let's back up a sec. Okay. You were telling me there's a bunch of mics in here, right?
There's 19 individual condenser mics in here, and you can record different instruments at one time. Say if you've got a bluegrass group, if you've got a vocal ensemble, and you actually can mix each one and bring them up and down depending on what your application is.
That's wild. Yeah. So there's sort of a mic here and a mic there and a mic there and a mic there, something like that?
Yeah, you can see them all inside there. They're little bitty mics, and they have great directional, unidirectional, but it's an omnidirectional when you're doing everything. But you can absolutely mix as you go.
So let's see if we understand this. So if we were to record all around this thing, and you didn't like the balance of it when you were listening to the speakers, you could kind of go in and tweak it out and change who was louder and stuff.
That's exactly right. And if you had like up to 6 people performing around. So you had somebody playing djembe, and you had a guitar, bass, bluegrass instruments, mandolin, banjo. Yeah, you can move those up. You can mix it as it goes. So it's really incredible.
So I do some of that because I do studio it's called the Hay Bale Studio at Bonnaroo every year.
Okay.
And inevitably we have a band that comes in to want to do bluegrass, and they go around one Omni mic.
Yeah.
And it could be fascinating to record it and be able to really dial it in.
You know how bluegrass musicians have to go in and out for the solo? You don't have to do that on that. You can automatically do it. Everybody just stays stationary. As a matter of fact, it will figure out, it has a thing on it. I can't do it to you right now because the inventor's talking, but it finds the position. You do a little 8-second thing, and it finds the position of everybody on it, and it's on the computer. And so you can just play, you start up and go.
Wow. So now, can you, I don't imagine you could completely mute somebody, maybe.
No, you're going to have a little bleed in, but it's much less than you would think. So far, I've only done it with 2 of us, but I've heard things that they've done. They've got a demo video where they have a full band and have great separation on each one.
And do you end up with multi-tracks of each microphone or something like that?
Yeah, it's multi-track. It can be up to I guess 19 people, but I think it would be more 5-6 people would be perfect for it.
That's very cool. All right, cool. Well, thanks again, Mark.
Thank you so much.
If somebody wants to check this out, where should they go?
ZYLIA, ZYLIA.co. It's a Polish company.
ZYLIA.co. Awesome.
Thank
All right,
you.
well, thanks, Mark.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you around.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right, so I'm also here with Piotr.
Yeah, Piotr from ZYLIA. I'm the co-founder of the company.
And Piotr was telling me a lot more about this mic, the ZYLIA. What's the name of the mic? What do you call it?
It's called the ZYLIA ZM1.
7-1?
ZM1.
ZM1. Okay, great. And this is the one that has 19 microphones in it. But my question to Piotr was simply, is this the future of virtual audio? Can you do a virtual surround sound thing in a pair of headphones with this or through speakers? And he was saying yes, so I thought I'd let him explain a little more about that.
Yeah, actually, it's also an ambisonics microphone. So ambisonics is a 3D audio representation format. So we'll be releasing in the next 2 months also a converter that will be outputting audio in the ambisonics format that's compatible with the audio formats of Facebook Live and YouTube 360. So you can record audio with our mic, synchronize it with the 360 video, and you have really great sounding material for publishing.
That's very cool. So essentially, Rockstars, we're doing a video right now. I'm using this mic handheld, but you will be able to in the future get yourself a VR camera that does 360 recording, a mic like this, have the two together and just record something where somebody can watch it back, and you can. I guess the beauty about this is if you got the image looking great, but the music mix wasn't quite what you wanted, you can redial it in and really get it the way you want. Now, I sort of can envision down the road one day you're also sending 19 audio feeds to the person who's listening, and they can sort of remix it themselves and play around with it. That might be kind of fun. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the future, because with this recording system, you actually can do a lot in the post production. Yeah, so we record with 19 mics, everything surrounding the mic, and then in our software we have advanced DSP processing, so you can play around. You can do you can render to different formats. You can create virtual microphones that focus on certain objects, audio objects that are surrounding the mic. So also on the listening part, you can also play around with the recordings.
So one of the things that I think of is if I was recording a band around here and the vocal, I might like to have some compression on the vocal, but other instruments I might not want to have compression on. So that might be an interesting way to play around with those.
Yeah, exactly. So our system is capable of isolating and separating tracks of individual instruments. So at the output, we'll get a track of vocal, guitar, every instrument that were in the music piece. So basically, you can increase the volume only on the vocal, add some effect only on the vocal, and leave the rest as it were, to make your own mix. And you can do it within minutes after the recording. That's, I think, the biggest thing about the system. It's so easy to use for every musician. You don't need to be an expert in audio recording, so anyone can use it and make very quickly a simple mix, nice demo tape that they can share with other people without being ashamed of the audio quality. So that was the main design goal when we were designing the system.
I think it's very cool. So another thought that comes to mind, right across the way here you have binaural recording. Yeah. Are you able to record with this, and then will it process it binaurally in a pair of headphones for a stereo sound like that?
Yeah, so this is actually, it's a small sphere, but it actually, if you take output from just the two mics that are on the opposite sides of this sphere, it gives you a kind of the binaural effect that nicely you can listen on the headphones. So you can do that as well. Currently we don't have any specific processing for binauralization, but we're working on the pro version of the software that's going to come as a plugin, VST plugin, so this feature will be added in that version.
Well, all right, well, thanks so very much for talking with us, Piotr.
Thank you for coming.
All right, cheers. Awesome.
Cheers, guys.